trust, serving Micronesia since 1938. Matson and the Adahi Tano program. Cars Plus, home of Guam's first and only lifetime limited powertrain warranty. IP&E, fueling excellence. McDonald's of Guam, I'm loving it. And King's Restaurants, always open, always local, and serving up favorites for over 40 years.
Coming up on Prime Time, one local businessman wants to know when Guam's economy will reopen and calls out the governor's physicians advisory team. Plus, a team of public health staffers pound the pavement up in Dedido to get the word out about the upcoming community testing on Saturday. And they may be on the village front line, but mayors say when it comes to the COVID-19 information, they are the last to know.
Havana and good evening. I'm Nestor Leconte. Before we get to the latest on efforts with containing COVID, a message from one of our frontline heroes.
Havana, guys. John Anthony Munia from the Guam Fire Department at the Estumo Fire Station. We still really need your help. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay home.
All right, thanks, John Anthony. We can't express enough gratitude and appreciation to all of our frontline heroes. Thanks for keeping everyone safe. Now to the news. When to reopen our economy or when to not reopen? That is the question. Amid the growing frustration over mandated social distancing, one local businessman is calling out Adelupe's physician advisory team for scaring the governor into what he believes is an unnecessary lockdown. Mike Israel of Tonota Partners, owners of the Deucet and the Outrigger, did not hold back during an interview on the Containing COVID multimedia show. He called the governor's advisory team's coronavirus projection models, quote, a fraud based on fake assumptions. And he said the governor made a giant mistake 8 weeks ago, and we have to stop it now.
If these charlatans who told us we're going to have 20,000 deaths 6 or 8 weeks ago, they're so far off, why are we still listening to them? And killing our economy with a, 60% unemployment?
Dr. Felix Cabrera has been the point man for the projections. He says that's exactly what they are, projections, based on different scenarios, including the worst case scenario that Israel is so critical of.
We were basically doing what we can to follow other countries that have so far been successful. We're not doing anything that unique. Really, we followed examples and different recommendations, and so far it's proven to work. And I think the thing that was the most effective was our early actions.
The 5 dead, I mean, every death is a tragedy, but those 5, they had all totally underlying conditions. Any common flu would have knocked most of them over anyway. Why are we killing our economy? Why are we putting everybody unemployed? And if you think you can reopen Guam without tourism, where's the money coming in? Because I know where the money goes out. It goes out for oil to pay for the energy. It goes out for all the food we import because we sure as heck don't grow it anymore. The island has a sucking sound going on right now. We are whistling past our graveyard.
It's not like a typhoon forecast where our actions change the course of the typhoon. It doesn't. But in this case, with this disease and with how contagious and rapidly spreading it is, our actions actually change the course of it. And that's a unique advantage that we have with these projections, and we took advantage of it. And because of that, we're seeing the benefits of it.
But Israel says enough is enough. It's time to reopen the economy before it collapses. In short, set the people free.
The real test is get out and mingle, and let's see how many get sick. If it starts to grow, that's why we do it gradually. We start with Guam first. Then we start with all businesses on Guam except, say, restaurants and other places of congregation, such as theaters, movie theaters and stuff. Again, wait a week, wait 10 days if you want. And then you go to the last phase, totally open.
The governor last week announced her recovery advisory panel, which will help her decide when she should reopen the economy in what will arguably be the most consequential decision in her still young administration. Meanwhile, the Chamber of Commerce has released its recommendations for a reopening plan. By next week, it calls for certain service and retail businesses to open up using social distancing and sanitation protocols. Appointments would also be required for close contact businesses such as salons, gyms, and realtors. Malls and shopping centers would also have to set limits on the number of customers allowed to enter. By May 4th, assuming a low infection rate, all government offices and private sector businesses, excluding restaurants, sit-down service, and bars, would open, maintaining social distancing and sanitation protocols. By May 25th, parks, restaurants, and other places for gathering would be open. And by June 22nd, all public places and private businesses would resume normal operations with the same social distancing and sanitation protocols. The government, according to the chamber, should also prepare to start body temperature scanning, pre-boarding health surveys, and footpath sterilization pads for all international arrivals, or all arrivals rather, at the airport. Members of Public Health Education Community Outreach Team hit the streets of Dededo today to start spreading awareness about this weekend's pilot testing program in Astumbo. Sabrina Salas-Matanani reports.
The Department of Public Health is entering its next phase in the war against COVID. Community testing launches this Saturday at the Astumbo Gym.
It's to target the immediate neighborhood.
According to Dededo Mayor Melissa Savaris, residents of Sagan Linadzen who are experiencing mild symptoms related to COVID-19 are asked to either drive or walk up to the gym to get tested.
What we've done, especially at the gym, is because, it's community-based, right? There's people that don't have transportation. We've already made lines, social distancing lines on the, 6 feet apart.
Right.
So you're not going to hang up against the wall and have your conversations with they'll be distancing in the walking line.
Masks will be mandatory, and if residents don't have one will be provided. There's about 80 homes, equating to anywhere between 400 to 500 individuals living in the Sagan Linadzen housing area.
We have multiple families, multi-family units living in these households. You have 2-3 generations. Parents, grandparents, and children. Mm-hmm. So, which age group would you be more concerned about? Those that are 40 and over, 50 and over? Of course, those elderly. But if they're not asymptomatic, then of course they don't. And everything is with voluntary testing.
Although this Saturday's community testing pilot project is just for those residents living near and around the Astumbo Gym, everyone and anyone with mild symptoms such as fever, cough, shortness of breath, sore throat, loss of taste or smell should get tested by contacting any of Public Health's community health centers, Tier 2 clinics such as AMC, FHP, SDA, or your private physician.
There's no we're not saying that you can only come to these outreaches to do your testing. You can go to any community health center, which is Northern and Southern Public Health. Come drive to the front. Say you want to get tested. There is a questionnaire that the nurses or the staff would ask, and then if you meet those criteria, then of course you're going to get tested.
This next phase of testing is so that public health can determine the prevalence of COVID-19 in the community. Based on the results, the government can make decisions on when and how to reopen the island. Currently, the governor's mandatory social isolation policies remain in effect until May 5th, which means island residents are still encouraged to stay home unless you're experiencing COVID-19 symptoms, that it's imperative you get tested immediately. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Sabrina Salas-Matanani.
Fake test results. That's the word from national media reports about tests run on the Abbott ID machine. Guam uses this machine, and now our COVID response team responds to these reports by saying no test is 100% accurate. Chris Barnett has more.
False negative results. That's what national media reports say about rapid COVID-19 test kits run on the Abbott ID machine. Those reports saying samples stored in a viral transport medium or VTM and run on the Abbott ID Now machine can produce false negatives. Dr. Hoa Wen has told KUAM's Containing COVID multimedia show that samples run on the Abbott ID machine are stored in VTM on Guam, but that this is not the only machine or the only test kits GovGuam uses to battle COVID. So we asked Dr. Felix Cabrera of the Governor's Physicians Advisory Group if this news was related to the rash of negative COVID test results we have had over the last couple weeks, and if he still stood by the accuracy of these tests. He said no.
Absolutely not, and because that's the nature of the test, that it's never going to be 100%, so I don't stand by that, because we know that by nature we can't, because every test has a degree of false positive and false negative results. Now, 85% positive, meaning a 15% potential false negative when you use the VTM, that is quite high, and that is quite concerning.
If we have you as the primary point man in the Governor's Physicians Advisory Group coming out and saying that you don't stand by these tests, but then we have the governor saying that, hey, we've continued to have zero positives. If we keep this up, we're going to reopen the island. You see there's a little bit of a mix?
Yeah, maybe my word choice was poor. And so what I meant by I stand by them to the best that we can, and that we're going to continue to use the best that we can. But my main point in saying that was that no test is 100%. So that's why if we believe that there was really zero tests and we were 100% confident with that, then yeah, we'd be reopening right away. But we know that that's not the case, and then that we know that it's not a true representation of what's actually going on in Guam, which is why we have to be extremely careful.
Dr. Cabrera said there's currently a shortage of VTM on island, and that the news about storing COVID-19 swabs in it possibly leading to false negative results may be a silver lining.
This issue that might actually be a blessing in disguise, and the reason being is because to have the right supplies and the amount of the viral transport medium is a struggle, and that's a rate limiting step in our ability to do the test. The fact that we can use a simple swab and put it in saline and then take it and it getting run, that's the simplest way to run the test, and what it's actually showing is that's the most accurate way to run the test.
Dr. Cabrera adding that GovGuam's use of different machines to run samples means we have more options and capacity in our COVID-19 testing abilities. For Guam's News Network, Chris Barnett reports.
In response to projections of a new trajectory for the coronavirus spread and a later surge, there's also a revamped COVID response plan. Adriana Cotero explains.
The governor's Physicians Advisory Group head, Dr. Felix Cabrera, informed the island community the anticipated surge now looms in the distance, projecting the fall. However, preparedness is key, and according to Governor Surgeon Cell Medical Operations and Logistics Coordinator Sergeant Fernando Estevez, they have it on lockdown.
It's still a very plausible worst-case scenario. And so, again, we want to plan for the worst and hope for the best.
Sergeant Estevez says he tracks the medical capacity progress while using CDC methodology to determine the resources burnout rate. According to Sergeant Estevez, they are still acquiring medical equipment. This includes ventilators, test kits, and stockpiling personal protective equipment. And in purchasing equipment during the crisis, they are utilizing a trickle-in supply economy method, explains Estevez.
Where it's not necessarily we're going to get our bulk order of 50,000 masks or 100,000 masks. We're going to order and source from multiple vendors. And as they parcel out and partially fill all those orders, we need that trickle-in effect to match our daily usage. And if we do that, then we're never going to run out.
Additionally, common items under emergency use authorization are being sourced from larger manufacturers for bulk orders. In all totality, there have been minor modifications to the COVID response plan on the execution dates.
We look at how can we now take this plan and prepare for a second surge, not necessarily have everything stood up, have tents outside like we're just waiting, but to be able to turn it on very quickly if we see that surge arise.
As for the site assessments for an alternate care facility,
what we're thinking is putting it at the back burner for now. And if we continue on and we monitor and we're seeing much more increases in positives or increases in illness going to the hospital, we can activate that within 2 weeks.
Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Adriana Cotero.
Back with more news right after this.
We are open to serve you at Cars Plus Guam. Need a quick service for your vehicle? Visit our express lane at Cars Plus. Done fast, done right. No appointment needed. Our service team is dedicated to helping you get your vehicle in and out of the shop and back on the road quickly and securely. Simply drop off your vehicle at our express lane driveway, and one of our service advisors will take care of it. Need a ride? Not to worry. We have a shuttle vehicle ready to drop you back home and pick you up when your vehicle is ready. Open Monday to Saturday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Visit us today. We are open to serve you.
We value relationships because when we commit,
I love you guys until you're 80, until you're 90, until you're 100, forever.
we are in it for the long run. So you can enjoy the moments that matter. Because when we commit to relationships, we never stop caring. Calvo's Select Care, health care that is always there for you.
It makes myself and it makes my team members very proud to work for an organization that has been on island for many years with its focus on reliability, dependability, and commitment to the communities that they operate in.
Matson's a great corporate citizen to the community.
We all benefit from any sort of environmental commitment we make. One of the ways that we do that is with our Adahi Utano program. There's action behind it, and so action breeds commitment.
With the Kaimana Hila coming to Guam, this brings a new age and modernization to the island.
It's exciting for me because it's a brand new ship and we can carry more freight into the islands. It just shows growth for Guam and Micronesia.
Matson would be nothing without its customers, and we hope to continue to serve you for decades to come.
Encourage creativity.
Hey Google, how far is it to the moon?
The moon is about 238,900 miles from Earth.
Because dreams start at home.
GTA, we start with you.
It's a special delivery to your inbox every week with your KUAM News Roundup, program advisories, and promotions. Sign up for the weekly KUAM Digital Digest today on KUAM.com.
Welcome back. According to the latest numbers from the Navy, 99% of USS Theodore Roosevelt crew has been tested, with 777 testing positive and 63 of those sailors having recovered. A little over 3,900 have tested negative, with more than 4,100 having moved ashore. A total of 6 sailors are now at Naval Hospital, but none are in the intensive care unit. A date hasn't been announced, but a facility is being eyed for a homeless shelter. That's according to GURA Director Ray Topasna. The committee has presented a detailed plan for the facility to be located at Paseo.
Governor Lou Leon Guerrero has formed a committee to assess potential sites to shelter our homeless population. Sitting on the committee is Guam Housing and Urban Renewal Authority Director Ray Topasna. He says they have recommended Paseo as the location because it's a large area that will allow for mandatory physical distancing. According to Topasna, they are estimating nearly 100 homeless individuals.
There's a lot of work that will go into this because we want to make sure that we don't create an environment where we're actually promoting the virus as opposed to trying to prevent the spread.
A timeline has not been determined nor a formal announcement made from our island leader, although Topasna says they are currently ensuring the area is operational, and this includes renovating the bathrooms and showers.
The lighting at Paseo is not, when we assess the lighting, most of it's down, so we're working on that as we speak. I just got 3 price quotes today to repair the lighting. Wow. We're also looking at other things to entice them to stay. Again, we can't detain them.
3 meals a day and creating a comfortable, inviting environment. This is their focus, explains Topasna, as they are working to encourage homeless individuals to stay. He adds the administration's plan includes having the cost reimbursed federally.
They want to take advantage of all the social services. They want to take advantage of the health screening. So we're looking at things to like possibly having a Wi-Fi tent.
In addition to a Wi-Fi tent, there will be 1 tent per person or per family. Although Governor Lou Leon Guerrero says this has become a barrier.
We wanted to get individual tents and there are no individual tents for sale here in our own local resources, which means we have to buy them off island. So as a makeshifting, Public Works is going to open or erect tents and make sure that there's some privacy and sections cordoned off for the individual homeless.
Governor says she is looking to make an official announcement by late next week. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Adriana Cotero.
Mayors have been saying they are the last to know, and that includes being in the loop for new community COVID-19 testing. Chris Barnett has more.
Agate Mayor Kevin Siswico echoing what your mayors have been saying since the onset of the COVID crisis. Mayors are on the front line in the villages, but they're often the last to know what's going on with the war on the coronavirus. Mayor Siswico saying his office's phones blew up after Public Health Head Linda Denorsi announced community testing would be held at the Sagan-Basita in Agate.
One of my biggest concerns since the very beginning is that give us the information we need so that we can answer our people. I mean, we get these calls every single day, and so when it hit the news, everyone was saying, Nanyat, Mayor, this is going to be a problem here, and, have you even considered this? I mean, did we consult anybody? And so it's been quite a challenge in our office for the past few days since the Sagan-Basita's even come out.
Mayor Siswico says now the Agate community testing may take place at the Village Senior Center, not Sagan-Basita, because testing traffic would essentially shut down his office. And he adds he would have told Public Health that had his village been part of the conversation on COVID community testing.
The frustration is there because we get the information last. We truly do. And we're here every single day with our community since day one.
And while Public Health announced where testing will take place in Agate, Mayor Siswico said he hasn't been told when testing will take place in Agate.
There's no confirmed date for Agate because I believe they're starting up in Dededo and the more northern and central areas first.
Moving north, Jigo Mayor Rudy Matanani said he's been informed community testing will take place at the Jigo Gym, but he hasn't been told when.
It's a drive-through at our gym.
Okay.
So, I hope that the people of Jigo are anxious to get this done because I really think that this is the right thing to do all over Guam.
But Matanani said he wants more information about how many people Public Health will be testing in his village.
It's not going to do us any good if we're gonna test half of Jigo and then leave.
Community testing will be free. We asked Mayor Matanani if he thought residents were afraid to show up for testing, and he acknowledged that fear of knowing if you have COVID may keep some in at home when village outreach testing begins.
I'm scared too, buddy. I'm scared. But I think that getting tested is the right thing to do.
For Guam's News Network, Chris Barnett reports.
Sports is next. Don't go away.
Encourage creativity.
Hey Google, how far is it to the moon?
The moon is about 238,900 miles from Earth.
Because dreams start at home.
Today we start with you.
is Grand Marnier. You'll dare to put a twist on the traditional. That will lead you to somewhere unexpected. Somewhere you can create something better than good. Here, you'll create something grand. Grand Marnier, a visionary blend of fine cognac and bitter orange liqueur. Live grand.
Morning, 2 coffees and 4 orders of those new donut sticks.
You must really love these donut sticks.
I do, but they're not for me. They're for them.
Meet me in the middle. I'm losing my mind.
I will take a coffee, though.
Introducing new cinnamon sugar donut sticks from McCafe. Made fresh every morning. It's a little sweet to go with your coffee.
What's up, Guam? Dave Delgado here for KUAM Sports. Thanks for watching. Tonight on the show, we're talking surfing with Jared Gogwe, who lives out in California. Now, he says he's blessed to be able to surf and hit the waters in Huntington Beach, as the beach is one of the only surf spots still open in Cali. Check it out.
I still kept on training. Actually, Huntington Beach is like one of the last beaches right now that's open in California. They've been shutting down beaches in San Diego, LA County, up north, even in Ventura. They've been shutting down all the beaches. So I'm really stoked and really blessed to have Huntington Beach still open, because that still gives me training.
Jared's season started in January, where he competed in 3 contests before the COVID-19 outbreak. He was on a roll with training and trying to meet qualification standards for the Olympic Games. Last year, September, Jared had a good showing at the ISA World Surfing Games in Japan. The grind never stops for Gogwe, as he hopes to represent Guam in 2021 at the Tokyo Games.
Oh man, it would mean the world to me. That's like my dream. That's one of the big reasons I came to California, was to get the proper training and be able to adapt to the beach break conditions, because pretty much a lot of contests are at beach breaks. And coming up from living in Guam, it's all reef breaks, and it's so different compared to the beach breaks, because the beach breaks are always changing, and it's always with tide, swell, and even the water being colder. It's all different from Guam. In 2021, it'll be in Japan, and it's going to be held at a beach break. So I want to get ready for that. That's why I moved here in California, and why I'm living in California, is just to get better training for the conditions.
Jared hits the water twice a day, surfing alone. After his morning session, he's back home fueling up and resting for his afternoon session, where he's in the water for another 2 to 3 hours. He says it's important to stay busy, and with the quarantine in place, he's been able to FaceTime with his parents, friends, and family. Jared says he's thankful for the support of his parents, who believe in his dream.
I just wake up pretty much every day, do at least 2 surf sessions a day, and sometimes maybe about 4 days a week. I usually do mix it up. I do some cross training. Well, either it's going to be cardio, core workouts, or anything surf related. And then I also skateboard too. Skateboarding helps me a lot with like technique. Like on the Carver skateboard, you could really work out your technique and kind of dial in the smaller details for surfing.
In other news, Trench Challenge, Guam's obstacle course race, announces an at-home quarantine challenge. In an effort to keep people healthy and stay at home every other day starting Friday, April 24th, Trench Challenge will be hosting a series of simple physical challenges that anyone at any fitness level can compete. Top online submissions will be awarded. It's absolutely free to participate. Participants will need to record their workout following the instructions and rules set for each quarantine challenge that day, and post and submit their video by the deadline. Top male and female participants will be awarded a 12 or 24-pack case of product from participating beverage sponsors, a 5-panel Trench Challenge hat, and a face mask. Depending on location, prizes will be delivered. Age restriction will apply to challenge with alcoholic beverage pack as prize. For more info, you can check out trenchevents.com or on Instagram at Trench Challenge, and also on Facebook.com/trenchevents.
Ruby Tuesday Guam is still preparing the dishes you love for either curbside carryout or delivery. Call them at 647-7828 or 647-7829 for curbside carryout service with a smile. For delivery, download the free Grab and Grub app and follow the instructions to get Ruby Tuesdays delivered to your door. Stay safe and healthy, Guam.
We are with you. At times when you need us most, you can count on us to be there. When you need someone to talk to. When you need to stay informed. When you need to brighten your day. When you need to stay connected. We are here keeping our promise that while the world is changing, we keep working so you can keep connecting. We are your Docomo Pacific family, and we are here to help.
Guam's auto appearance specialist, Elegant Reflections, has been providing the automotive industry with professional detailing and car care products at its highest quality, from complete detailing, full interior detailing, exterior detailing, headlamp restoration, hand washing, seat and carpet shampoo, engine degreasing, undercarriage cleaning, paint sealant, fabric protection, paint oxidation removal, and so much more. Visit us at our new location. Call 646-5555 for an appointment. Elegant Reflections, Guam's auto appearance specialist, over 20 years of experience.
We are open to serve you at Cars Plus Guam. Need a quick service for your vehicle? Visit our express lane at Cars Plus. Done fast, done right. No appointment needed. Our service team is dedicated to helping you get your vehicle in and out of the shop and back on the road quickly and securely. Simply drop off your vehicle at our express lane driveway, and one of our service advisors will take care of it. Need a ride? Not to worry. We have a shuttle vehicle ready to drop you back home and pick you up when your vehicle is ready. Open Monday to Saturday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Visit us today. We are open to serve you.
MTO Maintenance will now completely sanitize your home, office, or business with state-of-the-art commercial sprayers. For over 30 years, MTO Maintenance has been committed to the health and safety of our customers. And now, more than ever, a clean home, office, carpets, and furniture is a necessity to our island. Give us a call today. Stay healthy and stay safe, Guam.
Call 647-6861 for an appointment.
And before we close out the news tonight, our latest round of birthday shout-outs from the Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club.
Okay, everybody, on Thursday, April 23rd, it's a very special day if it's your birthday. So, here we go, everyone. Happy birthday to Sam and Ed Uggin. Happy birthday to Sam and Ed from the family. Lexi Ann Ramos has birthday number 6 today, and this birthday shout-out comes from your family and friends who send all their love. Also, Bliss Sedang has birthday number 11. So, happy birthday to Bliss. Very happily named, and we love you. Also, happy birthday to one of our own here, the woman who keeps us going, Sabrina Salas Matanani. We hope you had a wonderful day, basically at the office here with the rest of us. And a happy belated birthday wish to Chalani Guerrero, who's born on the 22nd. Happy belated birthday number 6, Chalani, to my beautiful and mystic unicorn. Love the family. Wow. We're just going to end that. When you get a shout out that says you're a beautiful and mystic unicorn, you know things are wonderful. So, everybody, stay home, stay safe, let's all do the right thing, and happy birthday to everybody.
And, of course, you too can be a part of the Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club. Just register online on KUAM.com and make sure to include with your photo your name and your birthday. That'll do it for us here on Primetime. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, everyone.